Has my dad said out?
You're not up yet.
So we don't know any more about her?
I hadn't rifled through her handbag, if that's what you mean.
Wouldn't have made any difference. They weren't out in it anyway.
She's religious. She's trying to convert him.
I thought for a minute.
That God we're talking to you. Mind, if he looks anything like that, we've all got problems.
What do you mean she's religious, Sam?
I heard them both in the middle at night. She said, "Oh, God," right loud, and I needed too.
What are you lot doing out there? Holding a prayer meeting?
See, I told you.
I'm going off to work.
What you got there?
Mandy made it for me mum. I'm not seeing it wasted.
Mandy, get us some breakfast.
What will that be then? Bacon and eggs for you and a bale of hay for her?
Who the hell do you think you're talking about?
You said you were going to bring me mum back. Where is she?
I've told you, I don't want to talk about it.
Now, I'm not one to complain. You know that, Susie. Her room. There's clothes thrown all over the place. I've just had to leave it as I found it. Heaven only knows what I might turn up if I start shifting things.
Really, Betty?
No, I'm not blaming you, because I know you were out last night. And Emma might know why that room is in such a mess. I mean, she is a friend, after all.
Morning, Betty. What have I done now?
Nothing. Unless you're having a wild party in Susie's room last night.
Is that what she said? Zoe, you saw what state Susie was in last night. I just put her to bed with a brandy.
You don't have to explain to me, Em. Just tell her if she is staying to be a bit more tidy. Hello, vet surgery. Sorry, shampoo and set? No, this is a veterinary surgery. Susie? Well, yes, but you can't make appointments on this phone number. No, sorry. Your friend has given the surgery phone number to people for hairdressing. Tell her, Em. Upsetting Betty is one thing, but I'm not having it. I mean it.
You were the one who wanted us to be together.
Yeah, but not here. I'm sick of it, Kim. There's always somebody sniping. We're always on edge. It's not going to work.
I can't leave home farm, David. It'll make Frank think he's won.
He already has one. You've said so yourself. You know where to find me.
Funny that. I was off as soon as Frank's got you beat. And you thought it was your body he was after. Still, you haven't even got a decent figure now, have you? Hey, maybe now he'll be into lasses his own age. Oh, there's a thought.
Love me tender, love me true. Look, you sent us a postcard saying you were coming home. We, you said. And then you turn up with some tart.
She was there in my hour of darkness, was Marilyn.
When you and Auntie Nellie couldn't sort it out?
No, when I got locked out of my digs one night. My very own Heartbreak Hotel. I was walking the streets and I saw a church and went inside. I have to admit, I started to cry.
Cossack.
Oh, Marilyn was there. Keeping warm, you see. Some trucker had kicked her out of his cab. She saw me crying. Said it was an omen. A word from... oh, on high.
Sam were right. She is religious.
No! From the king! Elvis. Saw me crying in the chapel, see? Wants me to take her to Graceland.
You still haven't told us what happened to me mum.
Wow. Country air. I've not slept like that in years.
In that Auntie Nellie's dressing gown?
My mum never had out that looked like that.
Shut your gob, Butch. You'll catch flies with your mouth open like that.
Zach, lover, I'll see if I can find something to wear and then you can take me on a tour. I've seen the pigs. Let's go and look at the cows and the sheep.
The what?
Yeah, quick walk. Get some fresh air in our lungs.
And the horses. I do like horses. You can show me that stallion you're so fond of.
I couldn't believe Rachel will be taken in by Smooth Talk. I mean, he's nothing but an insurance salesman.
Didn't you have a go at that once? Mind you, I suppose it requires a certain amount of charm.
I thought in your house, charm was something you put on a bracelet.
No, that's shrunken heads. Something you'll never have to worry about.
Nothing your family does either interests or worries me.
Oh, well, in that case, I'll just carry on making the coffee and say nothing about what I've just witnessed.
Will you tell her to stop being childish?
OK. Dave Glover's gone. Bags, the lot.
Maybe he forgot he were looking for her. Had a bang on the head or something.
It's this woman who's had a bang on her head if she thinks your father's good looking.
You hear about it? Scrambles the brains and that.
Had a few in your head then, have you?
My mum did hit me with a frozen pig's head once.
Yeah. Huh, that happens to me all the time.
It was an accident.
Of course.
Yeah, she were aiming for our butch. I had 14 stitches.
And this is the saintly mother you're missing so much, is it? Ah. Frank finally had enough of the ménage à trois scenario then, eh?
If it's any of your business, Eric, I'm the one that's had enough.
Oh, well, all good things in that, eh? Don't suppose you bought back any souvenirs, did you? Help pay the rent?
Hey?
Some silver? Bit of jewellery from a grateful Mrs. Tate?
Shove off, Eric.
No would have sufficed.
I didn't bring anything from home farm. I've come away with exactly what I went with. Nout. I don't like it that way, OK?
Thanks, love. Bye.
Now, if you ask me, it was all planned from start. Emma gets her claws into Zoe and then she moves a little frantic.
Don't be ridiculous.
I mean, they were supposed to be going out together last night. Last-minute change of plans. Zoe has to go out on her own. Oh, she put a brave face on it, but she even lost her temper with me.
Of course, you didn't say a word out of place.
No more than was needed. I never do. Oh, that's what young Zoe needs. Nice, handsome young.
Just serve, Betty.
I'm sorry about last night. It was an emergency.
Why didn't you ring me earlier? They must have given you some notice, or is it easy to make excuses to an answer phone?
It wasn't like that, Kathy. Luigi's chef went down with food poisoning. He was desperate.
Hope you paid for the roses.
Hey, Kathy. Hope I'm not interrupting a tender moment, eh?
It's never stopped you before, Eric.
Thought you might like to know, a certain Mr. Glover's just moved into Annie Sugden's old cottage. Seems like he and the Wicked Witch of the West are no longer an item.
What are you doing?
Moving the fresh stuff to the front.
Oh, very clever. Then we get stuck with a stale bread nobody wants.
And if it's all at the front, I think it's all stale. Still, you get everything else wrong. Why be difficult?
Look, just leave the bread to me, will you?
Stop it!
You can wait in the car, Nick.
Why, don't you want me to see what you're buying with Frank's money? One for him, one for the Dingles. Is that what it's like, eh?
Don't try and take me on, Nick. You'll end up with more than a trout in your gob.
Still another success for Mr. Stupid. Morning.
My wife will serve you. You can compare notes on Casanova, the barman.
Hiya.
Hi. I just wanted to say thanks for a great night.
Well, thank you. We both had a lovely time.
It was good to meet Chris. He's a nice guy.
He said the same about you. Can I get you a drink?
Sorry, love.
Quite all right.
Are you a friend of Nellie's, then? Did you bring her back, were you?
You try to be clever.
You trying to be bad?
Teddy, this is my friend, Marilyn.
Oh.
And I don't want you trying with her what the lads tell me you've been getting up to with Viv. Otherwise, they'll feed bits of you to the pigs. And you'll be watching while I do.
One more crack about me and Viv Windsor, and they won't even find your bits.
No, no, boys. There's no need to fight.
No. There's plenty for everyone.
They'll get divorced, I'm sure they will.
It's just a row. It'll calm down.
You didn't see him, he nearly hit her.
You can't blame him for being upset. Not with her having it off with Fatty across the road.
See, even she thinks they'll get divorced.
Look, it won't happen. I mean, she'd never leave us, and he'd never leave the shop.
The problem is, I can't see him getting straight while Terry's still across at the pub. If we could get rid of him...
What are you going to do, put a contract out on him?
I don't know, but we've got to get him out of Emmerdale.
always come back here, I suppose.
It won't work, Dad. Not now. I've had my eye on this cottage for me and Kim, and baby. I thought she'd seen sense.
Nah, David, lad, it's you've seen sense. The sooner you stop worrying about that one, the better.
Hey, up. It's up with you. I'd sprung a leak.
Now's helping me with the logs. Got a few bobbing. Just hope the cold weather hangs about a bit longer, that's all.
I'm knackered, though. I'm supposed to be revising for my GCSEs, like.
Why do you always think about that when you're working, eh? There's a lot more logs to do, yo.
I'll give you a hand.
What's up, has Kim sacked you?
Nah, wasn't much of a job there in the first place. I got plenty of free time.
Good, you can do it next lot, then, 'cause I'm off inside.
Terry, you've got a visitor. I'm just closing up.
Right. Hiya. Look, if this is about your dad thumping me,
I'd have done the same and more.
I don't know what you're thinking, but you're wrong. And so's your dad.
You're lying. They're out. Donna's crying all the time and it's all your fault.
I haven't done that.
Look, just leave, will ya? There's plenty more pups.
Leave Emmerdale. Is this your dad's idea? Oh, look, come here. There. Hey, listen. If me and your mum were an hour to leave, what's to stop her coming with me? You hadn't thought of that, had you?
You can't take my mum away.
Hey, I wouldn't do a thing like that. Look, it's all just been a big mistake. What the heck was that for?
It was me, Sawyer. I saw you kissing her.
You never did.
When you were supposed to be dancing in the village hall, I saw you.
I haven't kissed your mum, I wouldn't.
You're lying. I saw you.
I tell you didn't half drop lucky with that Marilyn, you know.
Lucky? When I set my mind on a woman, very few can resist.
No, I mean, you know, you just split up with my mum, like, and then you met Marilyn.
Oh, well, yeah, when you put it like that.
So what happened to me mum, Dad? Go on, you can tell me.
Aye, well, I never got to see you.
You what? Once you at my granddad's then?
Well, rightly no. I never got there. It were fate, lad.
Fate. It were a skirtle to a bum and a cleavage you could dive into more like.
Hey, there's worse things you can fall for, lad. It were like I got stung by a sweet honey bee.
What?
Words of the king. Can't argue with Elvis.
Dad, you were gonna get me mum. Your wife, and bring her home.
Much, lad. Think about it. A beautiful woman comes up to you in a church, starts singing, "Are you lonesome tonight?" and sticking her tongue in your ear. Would you go looking for your mum?
I don't understand.
When you're older, you will.
No. How she can stick her tongue in your ear and sing to you at the same time?
Oh, get in.
Feast your eyes on this then, lover man.
By heck. Where'd you find that?
Our Tina's flaming wardrobe. She can get that off right now.
I'm only borrowing it until Zach and me can get shopping. I need a new wardrobe, what with summer coming.
A wardrobe might look better on you than that. You're in the country now. We know the difference between mutton and lamb.
Oh, hello.
Hi.
Or you, out.
Has Kelly come home?
She just came home, yeah. Why?
I told you.
Was she crying?
What have you done to her?
Don't even think about it. Now get this into your thick skull. I've never touched Viv, never kissed her, nothing. We have not had an affair.
You would say that, wouldn't you?
Why don't you tell Viv why you're so sure of that?
I know what's going on, mate.
Tell her.
You've been bullying Kelly, trying to get her to change her mind.
Kelly?
Kelly thinks she saw us kissing in the village hall. So she tells Walt Disney here who makes up his own nasty little fairy story.
I've seen you both. You're always touching, giggling. You're like kids.
You're the one behaving like a kid. You got your own children, think that you're going to get divorced.
Not my problem, mate.
You don't even notice when your own daughter comes home in tears.
Well, neither did she.
There you go again. You're acting like a 14-year-old who's been given the elbow. Is this all about you? Your hurt feelings, your flaming imagination?
So what are you saying?
At last, he's listening. What I'm saying is that I wouldn't try it on with a mate's wife, and more importantly, Viv isn't the sort of woman who'd let me. She's not a scrubber. She's a fine woman. And if that makes you think that I fancy her, then I'm sorry. I'm trying to make you see what you've got. She cares about you and the kids. Do you think she's going to give all that up for a quickie with some bloke like me? You got your kids so wound up that Kelly wants me out of town on first stagecoach. Thinks it's the only way she's going to stop you two from splitting up. Well, I'm here to tell you something for now. I'm going nowhere, because I've done nothing wrong. And neither has Viv.
Right. I'll go and have a word with Kelly. Put her straight.
We had to call him Mr. Charles. He was only about 3 years older than me. Thought he was God's gift.
Oh, I know the sort.
Thought he could pull any of us. Not only did he get nowhere with me, but I pinched one of the other girls off him too. See you later. Bet you didn't get like that trimming a budgie's beak.
Oh, she's a laugh, isn't she?
Has she been here long?
No.
Have you got the bills done?
Yeah, just about.
I told you I wanted those in the post for tonight. If Susie stops you working, you tell her you're busy. Understand?
Entertaining that dishy chef of yours?
No. This is just for a friend.
Male?
As a matter of fact, yes.
Oh, didn't you know? Having friends of the opposite sex is banned in this village. Don't waste your time with wine. Just take a negligee and a toothbrush.
I think just the wine will do, thanks.
Drive people away behaving like that.
Oh, you're a fine one to talk about driving people away.
Look, I've said I'm sorry. I know I've been stupid.
Being stupid? Are stupid, more like.
Now what have I done?
You believe Terry?
What? What do you mean he was lying?
Exactly. I'm not a man, not one of the Brotherhood, so just ask yourself this. You believed Terry. What does that say about us, that you weren't prepared to believe me?
What's going on here?
Shh! Just take a bit. Put the rest back.
Mand, we might do some numb stuff round here, but we don't nick off each other.
It's her, Marilyn. She wants to go shopping.
Good. I need some tights and some toothpaste.
No, clothes shopping. And he's paying. We money one from fight. We've got to stop her before she gets her hands on it all.
Well, where is she now?
Sam's distracting her.
Did we find out what happened to me mum?
You never saw her. He got hijacked by the Queen of the Night.
Yeah, she's a fit-looking woman, though.
Butch, she thinks she's been guided by the spirit of Elvis Presley, but Elvis is driving her straight back into your dad's trouser pocket.
You should try sleeping at night.
Oh, I see more to mouth, Sam. Where's Marilyn?
Sam's taking her for a walk.
And she's taking you for a ride. Dad, you gave up the chance of getting me man back for some woman that's just after your money.
You think I can't handle a woman? Any road, it were you wanted me to forget your mother. Hey, and it's not me money she's after. Ah, hey, making friends, are you?
Get stuffed.
Huh?
Oh, it's a shame about him, isn't it? More puddle than you said. He tried to tell me them horses up the road weren't yours. They belonged to the people at the big house. I explained how you like to keep a low profile for tax reasons. He wouldn't have it.
Does this mean that we're rich? Only on paper, son. At the minute.
Oh.
Come in, it's open.
Hi. Brought, a little celebration.
What, the new house?
Whatever you like.
Sorry, I can't offer you anything stronger. Tina's locked all the drinks away. For my own good, she says.
Wouldn't surprise me if she hadn't taken the entire contents. For your own benefit, of course.
Lay off her, Chris. She's a good kid. Anyway, a toast. absent friends.
How about rats and sinking ships? Oh, would you care to join us? We're just drinking a toast to Good Time Glover. Amazing how fast he dumped you when it became clear you wouldn't get your hands on this place.
Not everybody's driven by the same nasty motives as you, Christopher.
Bye-bye. Cheers.
I can't find it anywhere.
It's all right. I came prepared.
You always did think of everything.
Only the unimportant things.
Hey, come on. Corkscrew's hardly unimportant.
Well, what is important is that, as we're going to be neighbours, then I think we should be friends.
I can't believe you sometimes, Kath. After the way I hurt you.
I know what Kim's like, remember? I can see how you were taken in by her.
Yeah, well, it's all over now, innit? Time to pick up the pieces. Here you go.
Friends?
Good friends?
Can I have a word?
Yes, of course.
The £10 this week's payment.
If you're ashamed about anyone seeing you pay me, just add it to my change, eh?
Well, that's the point. I haven't got it, not this week.
Ah.
But I can pay double next week.
Well, that's not what we arranged.
It's all I can do.
Well, perhaps I'd better have a word with your husband, see if he can think of something, eh?
Leave Ned out of this. You'll get it next week. £10 is now to you.
Next week, £20 won't be nout. Make sure I get it.
It was all so easy in the end, eh? Enjoy the peace.
I will.
I haven't been this relaxed in weeks. You know how much I appreciate this, Kath.
Well, it's nice to see the real Dave Glover back.
What about your new bloke, Sean? Wouldn't mind you coming round.
Sean's a friend, and this has got nothing to do with him. Right, let's be going.
Champagne, and you better get used to it now we're officially living together.